tonight, yeah. Let's Alan in Leeds. No,
Glasgow.
Alan in Glasgow. Yes, Alan, good morning. Good morning.
Alan in Glasgow is here. Well, I might just say, James and Ash, that calling someone bald is now actually officially a hate crime, apparently, according to today's news. So
yes, I mean, we'll do him for that as well. Yeah,
sex discrimination.
It's a very serious crime these days.
Apparently,
to do that to someone.
Yeah, apparently, Alan, it's the same as commenting on a woman's breasts.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. No woman or man should ever make a comment on a man's shaven head state. It's absolutely true.
Exactly.
It's about time. Yeah. It's about time. Oh, God, it's been in the years in making. I'm so glad.
Yeah, it's good. It's good it's out yet.
Tomorrow on my programme tomorrow, we're hoping to talk to the person who actually took it to court.
Well, honestly, it's high time. It's high time. I'm not bald, but I will be bald in the future, but I'm looking forward to this being really legislated and acted upon, because a lot of time people are dying out there. They're dying out there, and men are being discriminated against to such a large extent. And so if we can stop this at the root, then we'll be fine.
You're right.
You know, bald middle-aged men are the only ones you can be rude about now and get away with it.
And gingers and bald are the last people you can be rude about. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you?
And it's about...
Yeah, that is a shame.
It's a shame.
That's all that's left.
And there's actually so many bald men out there who are being discriminated against because people are calling them to their face and on text and social media. Social media is so toxic, and all these bald men are having to sit back and look at this. And what are they thinking? It's troubling, deeply troubling. And there should be a foundation set up for this. There should be a foundation, charities, etc.
Yeah. I should get paid for the amount of people who call me slaphead, shouldn't I?
A lot, man. It was slaphead.
It's what. To me now, since they mentioned the similarity between a man's head and a lady's breast and the thing there, I've had a few calling me tithead as well, which I find slightly embarrassing.
It's horrifying.
If I had a nipple tattooed around about there,
it's descriptive.
Well, it's actually violence. It's actually violence. It's violence upon people, human beings.
Yeah. I mean,
it needs to be stopped.
I always like to think if they're being violent at us, then hopefully they're not being violent at someone else. But the other guy was obviously slightly deranged, and so I think a visit from the police will probably do him. I'm serious. I haven't had a chance to talk in the break, but I hope the guys in the studio have actually sent them.
Yes. They've got their best man on the case.
I'd like to see him.
500 years ago, people would have had the death penalty for such comments. You know how conditions have escalated and whatnot, but back then, if you think about it, 500 years ago, people would have been hanged by the neck until dead for committing the basic crime. So if you think about it, back then, they would have been executed for calling a man bald. So we've just got to kind of go with the times.
Or sent to Australia.
Say that these are now crimes, suffer the same consequences.
On a more serious note, what do you think about this Levi Belfield, who apparently he's engaged and he's applied to marry in prison? A Downing Street spokesman said Boris Johnson was sickened and appalled by this. I would like to know what the governor of Her Majesty's Prison Franklands in County Durham is going to do about this, because, this man deserves single cell, tying to the wall. Really, he should be put down. And the woman who goes and visits him, who actually has agreed to marry him, obviously needs some kind of psychiatric help, doesn't she?
Well, I would hang them both upside down from the Tower of London and leave them there until they perish.
Well, I don't think you do that.
You're worse than me. But
that's it. You should have a radio show, a TV show.
Yeah, actually, common sense.
Actually, just along.
Everyone agrees with that.
Just along from the Tower of London, there's a little square. Yeah, no, I agree. There's a little square, and there's a little bit. Hang on, listen. there's a little foreshore there, and there's a plaque, and it tells you that what they used to do when they found pirates, they used to actually pin them out alive on this foreshore of the River Thames.
Gibbet.
And they let the river go out and come in over them twice.
Yeah, that's right.
And if they were still alive after the second one, they were obviously innocent. Yeah. And you know, the strange thing is, none of them were.
So they were all guilty then.
Well,
so it's a great way of proving a case.
Yeah, I think we should look at that because,
we should look at the older methods of judicialism.
Hang, draw, and quarter. That's
you love that, don't you? You're always
it's one of
my
favourites. Yeah, it's one of my favourites.
Hang, drawing, and quartering. It's really gross.
It is, yeah.
Oh, but
they never did it again.
Gross.
Anyway.
But
no, Alan, thank you for making a really good and entertaining call from Glasgow. Why did I say that? I'm sorry, that's really patronising. Jack's in London. Jack, good morning to you.
Hi, Jack.
Hello.